but the feeling's gone, nowhere to be found. Tell me what's it all for? The love you're faking, time we're wasting. You were my worst mistake.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please make sure that you make the things happen so you can get notified every time I drop a new video. And yes, we are back with another episode of the Wrestling GM series. Man, this one it's a pay-per-view. This one is a pay-per-view. I think it's a March pay-per-view. I posted eye to eye on the Reddit. Hopefully, I hope that some of y'all actually saw it. So yeah, I said I'm gonna do for big pay-per-views, and I felt like this one was big. So simply because it's a new pay-per-view that has a 6-man ladder match in the main event, so I felt like this one was huge, and I felt like I needed to record it. And I feel like every pay-per-view I have is actually big. So I don't know. Hopefully I do get the time to record these. So without wasting any time, man, let's get to the pay-per-view. I did say that I'm not gonna do the weekly shows because when it comes to the weekly shows, I'm just progressing the story. And yeah, Alex Wright is back. That's what you need to know. Alex Wright is back. Manu Savea was defending his title against Aaron Brooke in the previous pay-per-view. I hope you all guys saw the pay-per-view on the Reddit. Please make sure that you check in the Reddit. I'm gonna leave the Reddit link for you all to see the pay-per-views that I post and not record. So yeah, without wasting any time, let's get to it. Not recording weekly shows because weekly shows is just for progression and whatsoever. So yeah, we have Scott Ringo versus Muhammad for the national championship. We have Mayhew versus Penn in the last man standing match. We have Project Considine versus the Leading Edge for the tag team titles. We have Brendan Judge, Manu Savea for the World Championship. We have Tsukuda, Jin Bao, Thanatos, Derek DeRossi, Fuego, and Paxton Payne in the Fatal Mistake ladder match, 6-man Fatal Mistake ladder match. And yeah, let's get to it. I'm so excited for this one. I think this one is gonna be good. I feel like this one's gonna be good. So let's get to it. Let's get to the build. I hope this video is not long because I hate it when these videos are long, but at the same time I'm cool with it. But yeah, the build here says Muhammad, one half of the Colossus being Thanatos and Muhammad, starts his singles run after the unofficial breakup of the King's Spinning Hands by challenging Scott Ringo for the national championship. So what's happening here is, if you watched the last video, I did say Alex White. I did say that Alex White, Thanatos, Baron Montag, Muhammad faction, right? So it all changed when Alex White got injured and Baron Montag had to replace Alex White with Manu Savea. So let's get to the build. So what's happening here is that the King's Spinning Hands is a faction that was started by Alex White and Baron Montag at completion 2024. Alex White brought in the Colossus, Thanatos, and Muhammad, and the group turned out to be successful, right? At completion 2025, I think Alex White was facing Troy Manning. Alex got injured, and Baron Montag would replace Alex White with Manu Savea, the current world champion. So Thanatos and Muhammad basically just decided to be you know what, I don't see the significance of this faction now that Alex White is gone. Because Alex White was the reason why this faction existed. Now that Manu Savea is the person who replaced Alex White, they're I don't know where we fit in. They don't know where they fit in because Manu Savea is just doing his own thing. The Colossus are doing their own thing, and it's it's no longer a faction anymore. So they just decided to be you know what? Let's just let's slowly let go of the group. And we'll see what happens. So Muhammad slowly letting go of the group. deciding to, you know what, gun for the AAC National Championship. Thanatos is in the main event, so they're doing their own thing. So we have that set up here. Scott Ringo has had a good title run so far. He's doing open challenges and all that stuff, so there's no need to worry about that. No important for storyline because there's not a lot of long-term booking going on here. So yeah, Mike Mayhew and Penn Wilson, non-title match. So I'll have to explain myself on this one. There's no strong build. So what has been happening is that Penn Wilson has been trying to get the Cruiserweight Championship match, right? He's been trying to get a Cruiserweight Championship match, and every time like he'd get the opportunity to get a title shot, superstars would come in, you know, and take his spot, and they will have to start again, go at the back of the line, whatsoever. So now he gets the title opportunity, and this is something I did not see. Penn Wilson doesn't qualify for the Cruiserweight title. This is something I did not see. Apparently, when I checked, and I think I was just like I was just like setting out the card, and I just realized that Penn Wilson doesn't qualify. His style is just Cruiserweight, but he's a light heavyweight. So this match is just happening at this point here. But I feel like it needed to be on the card because this becomes Penn Wilson's first pay-per-view, right? This will later on be something that brings Penn. Okay, what did I want to say? Okay, let's get into this one. Penn Wilson doesn't qualify for the Cruiserweight title, so this basically becomes a match for him to prove to the AAC universe that he belongs in the national title picture. You know, I mean, if you're gonna put someone in the Cruiserweight division and they don't qualify for the Cruiserweight title, it only means one thing. So he has an opportunity to actually like prove himself that he belongs in the national title picture at this point, right? He's gonna be gunning for that going on forth. So important for storyline. This is Penn Wilson's first pay-per-view. Yes, I'm actually happy for him because I put him in a match and it was 95, I think. So hopefully this goes higher. So this will later on be something that brings Penn Wilson and Mike Mayhew together, simply because Mike Mayhew is, you know, giving the kid the spotlight, right? So it's also a moment that for Mike Mayhew, simply because Mike Mayhew gets to give a new talent a big match, like the biggest match of his career. Mike Mayhew is given Penn Wilson his biggest match of his career. So this is what is happening. Obviously Mike Mayhew is gonna win because he's a veteran, you know, and I want him to be legit. Penn Wilson has a long way to go, but definitely looks legit. I hope this one becomes like 100. What do we have here? Here is no strong build. I just say that when Porter and Eric Considine won the tag team champions, they've been like trying to revive the tag team division. So far they have faced Masato. I think they faced Masato and Yogi Babodi, and now they're facing their rivals. Yeah, they had this matchup here. When was it? Was it here? Oh, okay, no, it was before. Now I see. Okay, this was the setup, basically. So they're trying to revive the tag team division, and that the team that is basically next in line was the Leading Edge. So they have to face the Leading Edge because the Leading Edge have been number one contenders for a while. So no strong build, just a tag team. Normal. It's just like rivals facing each other because these two, like, they've been putting good matches in the last few months. So this is what is going on here. Big match we have here. Brandon Judge versus Manu Savea Fatal World Championship match. Brandon Judge finally gets his World Championship match against Manu Savea. Brandon Judge has been next in line for the World Championship match since last year's last pay-per-view, Best of the Best 2025, before getting in a feud with Tsukuda, right? So what's happening here? Brandon Judge has been waiting for this opportunity, I think what was it? Brendan Judge, there was a time where Brendan Judge like came out and basically was like, you know what, whoever wins this match, if Spence Van Zandt wins or Troy Manning wins, I want to be next in line for the World Championship. And he has been next in line since Best of the Best. The title is on Manu Savea now, so he's taking the time to basically challenge Manu Savea for the World Championship after being in a long feud with Tsukuda for like 3 months or something like that, or 4 months. I don't know how long it was. But yeah, finally gets his title opportunity. Manu Savea just plans on defending the World Championship since it's his first title reign. He believes that he can beat Brendan Judge since he has already beat Troy Manning, who's Judge's rival, and has beat Mayhew, who is basically Judge's training partner, right? And the other thing here is just like Brendan Judge just wants to bag his 9th World Championship. So he wants to be the only active wrestler at this point who has 9 title reigns, because Adam Sawyer is retired. So yeah, that is what is going on here. And these superstars haven't basically, Manu Savea and Brendan Judge haven't like fought before. They've never had a setup like this. This is kind of like, this should be like a first, what do they call it? Once in a lifetime? No, first time or something like that. First time ever, or I don't know what they call it. What was The Rock versus John Cena? Was it the first time or something like that? I forgot. But yeah, so this is the setup. I feel like this one is a big main event. Like, look at how these guys are built. Brendan Judge, main eventer. Manu Savea was supposed to be a main eventer like years ago, and now we finally get this opportunity. So it's cool. Brendan Judge, important for storyline. Brendan Judge wins the world champion and finally feels like he's on top of the world again after feeling irrelevant in the last 3 years. Brendan Judge has had an issue of feeling like, irrelevant, now that Troy Manning is getting traction, Spencer is getting traction, Tsukuda is getting traction, Mustafa Vase is getting traction, Jinbao is getting traction. A lot of people are basically taking his spot. So I feel like him winning this title is basically that thing, that is like, he's still relevant, he still can do it, he's still the executioner, so he deserves it basically. So that's that. And especially, so this is just a continuation, especially with the company that has been sending young stars and young stars that are growing fast, right? So stars that will basically take Brendan Judge's spot, right? Brendan Judge has been insecure simply because AEC has been sending new stars and is making like new stars look crazy, man, like look legit, to a point that you can see that this guy is the next Brendan Judge. So that is what is happening here. And Manu Savea basically has to take this out, as a lesson, because I was trying to see how far he can go as champion. Now that I've seen how far he can go as champion, when he comes back, he's gonna totally kill it. So that's what we have here. Last match. Tsukuda, Jinbao, Thanatos, Derek DeRossi versus Fuego and Paxton Payne. Fatal Mistake ladder match. Okay, for the qualifier, the qualifying matches were set before this pay-per-view. Tsukuda beat Aaron Mayhew. Jinbao beat Mustafa Vase, his in-ring soulmate. Derek DeRossi beat Renan Tashiro. Thanatos beat Watson. Paxton Payne beat Davey Geller, and Fuego beat Muhammad to get into this match. So important for storyline. All these superstars are believed to be future world champions, and they are like, these are like one of like these stars here featured here are stars that I actually like had to put my faith in. Like, I had to make it work for them, regardless. Jinbao, Paxton Payne, I tried to make Paxton Payne incredible, and he's now here. Derek DeRossi, Fuego, he's starting to become relevant again, and Thanatos is one of them. Tsukuda has been just killing it since, so that's why I said except for Tsukuda, because Tsukuda has already been champion. So throughout the match, Jinbao and Tsukuda is teased since they're basically going to be the next Troy Manning and Spencer of the company. Thanatos and Derek DeRossi match is teased. This is believed to be another big match that will be cool on paper for the World Championship in the future. Tsukuda and Thanatos is teased a lot because the last time these two were in a ladder match, it was 2022, and Tsukuda was double champion. He had the national champion and he had the world champion. And Paxton Payne throughout the match keeps on showing that he's the most developed superstar in the company. The audience sees him as a babyface world champion in future. When I say Paxton Payne is the most developed superstar in the roster, I mean it. I mean it. Just look at these things, man. Just look at what you call his stats. So he has come. He's really like good now. He's really like good. Fuego gets a sense of belonging in the world title picture, considering the fact that when the Los Guerreros split in 2020, it nearly felt like as though Fuego has been better than Fuego in every other way. So what's happening with Fuego is I split the Los Guerreros simply because I wanted to push Fuego as the main event guy, right? And when that happened, Fuego has been behind. He has not been doing anything significant. He's just been there, filling in, those spots that need to be filled and not doing anything important. Now he's in the ladder match, and the winner of the ladder match gets to face the world champion in the next pay-per-view. It means something. Now that he's in this ladder match, it means something. It means that the booker, the GM, sees him as a future world champion, So that is what is going on here. So I wanted to show the audience that Fuego is still relevant. Don't sleep on Fuego because he's good. 7-time tag team, and his singles runs are gonna be crazy. I'm planning on a single run for him, a singles title run. Is that how I supposed to say it? I'm planning a title run for him, and it's gonna be crazy. So this is kind of like putting the guys that you need to focus on in the following year, in the next coming years. So this is the setup we have. After the match, we're gonna have a handshake between Brendan Judge and Jinbao, and Brendan Judge is gonna basically give Jinbao a reality check. So let's book this show, man. I have a feeling that this video is already long, so I didn't put like the finishes simply because it was a video. 100. This is what I'm talking about. Scott retains, which is good. I want him to be national champion because the last time I was national champion, I think it was a long time ago, 2022 or 2021. I forgot, but I wrote it somewhere. And that was the last time he was national champion. Now I need to give him like a legit run. Oh my god, why was this bad? I wonder. But 87 is not bad. Let's see his performance. 78. Okay, cool. 87 is not bad for his first pay-per-view. It's not bad. Just give him a year. It's gonna be good. Penn is gonna be good. Mike Mayhew's performance was good. So yeah, I shouldn't have put this match in the card, but then I feel like it deserves to be up there, man. Anyway, we needed like this match to happen. This is good. I did say these people are rivals and they're gonna put up a good show. Okay, semi-event, good. Main event 1. I'm questioning because the day before, when was it? The week before the pay-per-view, I said a match and it was 95. So maybe it's because the person who won it, the audience doesn't like the person who won it. This is gonna be one of those pay-per-views, man. He said it's gonna be one of those pay-per-views that were like, but interesting. So Jinbao wins simply because I want Jinbao to have a good year this year, because I've been planning. I want him to win. I've been basically teasing him not teasing, but I've been like, I put him up as a potential winner. I put him up as the potential winner of this year's Battle Royale. So he needs to have a good year. So he's gonna face Brendan Judge in the next pay-per-view, and he's gonna like get the taste of how it is in the world title picture. He's gonna get the taste. Thanatos losing doesn't. Thanatos, Derek DeRossi losing doesn't really hurt them much. The week before the pay-per-view, I had a 6-man normal match, and Thanatos won it, so it doesn't really hurt him. I'm just like teasing, showing him, like putting him out there, like, don't forget about Thanatos. He's getting there. Derek DeRossi, his time is coming, but he has been booked well so far. So yeah, decent pay-per-view. Oh, Fuego losing doesn't hurt him, because I have things planned for him. Paxton Penn losing doesn't really hurt him because he's still growing, and he's gonna get his title shot. He's gonna get his world title shot. Tsukuda losing. Tsukuda lost because I don't want him to face Brendan Judge again. That's it. And I don't want to give Tsukuda everything, so that's why he lost. So okay. 96. Why? Worst pay-per-view of the year? I don't know. Probably because it was supposed to be 98 at least. Simply because of that match we had. I think that Penn Wilson and Mike Mayhew, that Penn Wilson and Mike Mayhew match we set up is the one that we should kill this. But that's that, man. That's that. Did I write how the next card is gonna look? How Dissension is gonna look. I need to change this. I think Scott is gonna face Derek DeRossi, simply because Derek DeRossi is a former national championship. So him losing the opportunity of getting the world title is gonna push him to him challenging Scott Ringo for the national championship. Alex Wright versus Manu, something I've been teasing, simply because they're in the same faction, but they're in the same faction, technically in the same faction, both managed by Baron Montag. So they're gonna have a matchup. Jin Bao versus Brendan Judge is how it's gonna look like, and yeah. I don't think there's gonna be any other match. Is there gonna tag team? I don't know. Tag team, I'm still thinking. But that's it, guys. Thanks for hopping in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this pay-per-view. I'm actually sad because I didn't get gold coins or anything. Or did I get a gold coin? Because now I can see it's written. I see it's written 10 gold coins, and I think I had 9. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. And hopefully I'll record for Dissension, because Dissension is one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. So I'm gonna try to make the card be killer, so you can get 100. So that's that. Otherwise, our year hasn't been bad. Our year is not bad. This is our first loss. This is our first L. Otherwise, I was trying to go for 9900, but it's just one of those pay-per-views. So without, yeah, it's good. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day, and that's that for me.